Hey there! It's time for a vlog. We haven't done a vlog in a long time, people. It's time we break them out again. I wanted to start off by talking about my favorite show this week, and I'd have to give those honors to Fringe. It was a great episode if you missed it. The guy they were trying to find was the guy that was traveling time to try to get back to his girlfriend who died in a car accident. Really good episode. I think there's something great when you combine time travel with like a real dramatic, kind of sappy cause, and you intertwine those two, and it makes for a killer episode. I loved it. It was really, really good. It's right up there with the Lost episode, The Constant. So yeah, it was definitely worth checking out. If it's probably online by now. Very well done. It felt like a movie, you know when you see something really good, when it invokes these strong emotions from you like a movie would, but within the time frame of a TV show. So yeah, let's go to the opening.
Yo, this goes out to my boy Noyjeetut. Chuck and Motions are sitting on your butt. You might be able to hear those barking dogs. He thanks you for watching all his vlogs. If you're still not familiar with Noyjeetut, pay attention and shut the fuck up. Word.
I want to thank Jason Relaxation for making that intro for me. Below you'll find his channel, and there's also a little link there. It's a tiny URL. I believe if you click it, you'll subscribe to him automatically. So you don't even have to go to his channel. You can just sub now. So thanks, Jason. It's a really good intro. I enjoy it. Alright, news stories wise, there's only a few stories I really want to catch up on that I have a take on that, I find interesting. One is the killer whale story a while back. I missed out on this because I wasn't really vlogging at the time, but I wanted to talk about it now. Pretty much there were kind of two camps I saw forming after the killer whale killed somebody. Big shocker. And one camp was, kill the killer whale or set the killer whale free. And, I was thinking, why aren't those two viable options? I think killing the whale would give the family some closure, and setting it free would make the environmentalists happy. But those two things aren't an option, and I'll tell you why. The ratio of blondes that are willing to get into a tank with something called a killer whale are greater than they are actually killer whales. You have one talented killer whale, and you have bunches and bunches of blondes who are raising their hands to get in the tank with the killer whale. So it doesn't work, That's the problem. That's kind of like how a lot of people that are actors get away with all kinds of sick and twisted shit, because there's not that many people that can replace them, and they're willing to keep those people on board as long as they make them money. And the whale's a bit of a diva. The whale gets away with stuff. So there you go. That's how it works. It's sad little truth about life. If you're very talented at something, and you can do something that no one else really can do that well, I'm sure there are plenty of whales that don't know how to jump through hoops or, let you ride them for a short time. And, if you can find that talent and expose it, you can get away with literally anything. Doesn't that excite you? That's exciting. Yeah. It's just an animal, Cody. It's just an animal. Oh no. That animal had ill content in its heart. Another story that I did not see really picked up on was about Viacom. YouTube was getting a lot of claims, copyright infringement about Viacom videos. Well, the funny part was there were people within the Viacom company uploading videos, right, to get exposure for whatever they wanted exposure to, and these other people within Viacom were reporting the same videos. So pretty much Viacom was trolling itself. So the real question here is whether or not Viacom is in on it. Do they know, one part of them is uploading these videos and the other part is, claiming copyright infringement on them? And that's the big question. It seems so silly for a big company like that to not be able to keep tabs on both ends. It seems like it's a setup from the start. And a lot of people are saying they like to do a lot of lawsuits against YouTube. And they're able to gain leverage by saying, well, you know, look all this video content they're stealing from us and uploading on YouTube. So yeah, Viacom really sucks. I hate you, Viacom. I truly do. And it's really sad that you own some really good shows. Because, I mean, I think Spike TV is owned by Viacom. I think Comedy Central. Some really good channels, you know, out there that are solely owned by Viacom. You know, the Antichrist. Of course, you know, I'm a little biased because Viacom dropped the hammer on Cody. Yep. I want to talk about something that really pissed me off this week. It just happened today. I hate when someone replies to a video that has nothing to do with the subject and talks about something entirely different. It's like, well, you know, I got channel comments, I got personal messages for that. You could go those avenues. But just to disrupt something, you know, that I put up, I put a lot of work into, and say, well, what about this? And what about this? This one guy, he said, you know, when's Shout Out Saturday coming back? Shut up. This is a Shout Out Saturday thread, you little weasel. And secondly, I want to talk about that. I'd probably put that as one of my goals for subs. The only problem I would have about that is now that I'm a partner, I would have to have video permission to use your clips. So, I mean, that's a bit of a hassle. But yeah, I would have to have people, you know, going in front of their camera and saying, I give Noyjeetut, you know, full use of any videos that I own for a shout out or whatever. It would just be, I hate it. I hate it as much as you do, but it's the game. It's the game and we all have to play it. And second, YouTube downloader doesn't work for me anymore for some reason. It says flash file missing or something. And Zamzar, it's really weird. Sometimes it doesn't even have audio at all, and sometimes the audio is really out of sync. So, if anyone has any other ways to capture YouTube videos, you know, and not do it like by videotaping them, actually, that sucks. I mean, like, you know, internally saving them as MPG off of some kind of tool that's online. I'm all for it and I'm all ears. I'd love to bring Shout Out Saturdays back, but it's just a lot more roadblocks in that route than there was before. But I'd love to make it like a 2,500 sub thing where I bring it back then, or maybe later 3,000. We'd just see, you know, if those roadblocks just kind of move out of the way and let me through. But it really pissed me off, you know. Don't piss me off. Don't make me angry. Don't just talk about, if you don't have anything to contribute to a video and it has nothing to do with what you want to say and what you want to get my attention on, don't do it there. Like I said, do it somewhere else. There's personal messages, there's channel comments. I answer all those usually. I try to stay on top of them, so odds are I'd answer it. So there you go. Might as well. Alright, I wanted to close with a happy thing, so I thought for a continual segment I'll do this book I found in the trash. It's 250 Great Dates While You Wait. Here's one. Discover Little League. If even I messed it up right on the start. Gotta get all fancy here. Even if you don't have any friends or relatives who qualify, take an hour and go watch a t-ball game. Cheer for the kids like they were all your nephews or nieces. If you really want to make a few friends, bring sodas or popsicles for the kids to enjoy at the end of the game. Different time, people. This book was made at a different time. But I love that. Just go. I mean, how boring are you and how cheap are you? You go into a Little League game with people you don't even know, cheering for the kids, and you know, they probably could go back to their mother. The first was weird, and he offered me this flesh cut of lollipop, and it had a cream filling. What in the hell are you thinking? It doesn't work. I mean, even the 90s, that had to be pretty. That had some red flags on it, didn't it? It did. It had to have some red flags on it. Do not want. Keep your sodas and candy to yourself, mister. And leave our game with your girlfriend. who's very embarrassed for you because you're a broke-ass bitch. So, yeah, I mean, those are hilarious, and I'm going to read from them. There's some stuff that had me on the floor here, and we just got through Little League. There's 258 others, probably. Well, some of them are okay, but, some of them are just retarded, and that's what I'll focus on. The retarded dates for the dating virgins. So yeah, that's all I got for this week. Thank you for watching. The vlogs are back. I'll do them Sunday. Shout out Saturday could make a comeback. Like I said, all this red tape has to be lifted a little bit more. I have to see an opening for it, and I probably put it a little ways off because there is a lot of work that goes into those. But yeah, that's all I got. Goodbye, my sweet and sour babies. Yeah.